This is what happens when you make the rice first and you've got to wait for I'm making a Thai green curry. So I've made the rice first, but first let me introduce this video. So I don't want to call it like a muk. I know it's called a muk. Oh my god, I've got rice stuck on the thing. I don't want to call it, I guess this is a mukbang, right? So welcome to my mukbang. We're sitting, we're eating, we're talking, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I have been struggling a lot to film videos because I feel like I haven't been in the right space mentally. So I didn't want to come on camera and just pretend like everything is okay when deep down I'm like crying inside, kind of thing, like figure of speech. So I thought, you know what, let me sit, eat and have a talk with you. The kids are in bed, you know, they're back in school. Whoop 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 whoop. Kids are back in school. This is definitely a very chilled video. Not wearing any bra, not that you guys would even notice anyway, so my tits are nice and free, and you know, let's just sit and eat. I know a lot of people don't use spoon to eat their rice, but I don't know if this is a Yoruba thing, but we normally use spoons. So if you're Nigerian or Yoruba, let me know. Okay, I'm gonna stop eating this. Something missing. Look at that. So I made a Thai green curry with just some tofu, broccoli, mushrooms. What else do I have in here? This is basically everything in the cupboard and everything in the fridge. You know, you guys know how I normally make my stuff, and I've got some different types of beans in here as well. So I thought I would do a sit down and chit chat with me type of video, so you know, we can sit and talk and discuss and just talk about life. That is the plan for today's video. I don't know where this video is gonna go, but it's gonna go somewhere. And if you can hear something in the background, I've currently got the washing on because I need to wash. Let's give it a taste. I'm not gonna lie, I like watching these types of videos on YouTube because I feel like, you know, I'm eating with the person. I can't explain it, but I enjoy watching these types of videos. So guys, I hope you guys are eating when you're watching this as well. You guys know me, I can't eat without having my side of plantain. It's currently in the oven now, so I'm just waiting for it to be done. I've got my side of plantain, so let's get this show on the road. Oh, the hard thing about this is you're supposed to eat and talk, right? But you see the way my belly is set up? I just want to eat and eat. But anyway, so I feel like I need to do like a bit of a life update because, you know, I feel like my videos have been sporadic. But a couple of weeks ago, I just had a week where I just didn't feel like doing anything, as in anything. The sun was shining, the weather was lovely, but I don't know, I think I'm battling with a lot of things within myself right now, and I'm feeling very unstable inside. So I just had a week of, obviously, like inside I didn't want to do anything, but I have to do something because, you know, I'm a mum. I have to get the kids ready, I have to take them out, I have to do activities. So in a way, I'm actually so grateful that I have children because they force you to, like, I could imagine that if I didn't have kids, I probably would have stayed in bed that week, and say I had a job, I probably would have called in sick, or I don't know. I'm just so grateful that I do have kids in that aspect because they forced me to, you know, get out of bed and just, you know, they forced me, guys, it's hot, I'm sweating, and to make it worse, I'm not wearing a bra, so the sweat is nah. What was I saying? So it forced me to, you know, get up and actually do things, which for me, it was a struggle. During the 6 weeks holiday, I struggle a lot with just making sure that they're happy, and I'm talking about the kids, by the way, just making sure that I'm doing everything I can as a parent to entertain my children, you know. I don't know, but the 6 weeks is always a struggle. And this year I feel like it went really quick. You know, I'm happy they're back in school. And my son is in big school now. So the way it works when they're in big school, normally the way it works in big school is that you just drop them off and they go in the gate themselves and you're not allowed to go in. Whereas in the junior school, in the infant school, you would wait, the teacher will come. It's just, the transition is just, and I'm somebody that gets, like, I'm very afraid of change. And this morning, just the fact that I couldn't go in there, because, you know, in big school, it goes from the age of like year 3, it goes from the year 3 to year 6, and the fact that there's older children there and he's small, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too much into my head, but I literally was crying this morning because I couldn't go in to the gate with him. So can you imagine what I'm gonna be like when they go to like secondary school, and they may have to get the bus to school, and I don't know, I just have this, I have a very I have separation, is it called separation anxiety? I think that's what it's called. I have this thing, oh, I don't know, but yeah. What can we talk about? I like to eat my food when it's piping hot. I like to eat my food when it's hot like this. Can you see the smoke? I know some people are going to be like, let it cool down, but I can't believe we're in September already. Before you know it now, it's December. Before you know it, it's 2019. And it gets to that end of the year when you're like, oh, when you start thinking, I think the hardest, towards the end of the year, I find it difficult, because you start thinking, what have I achieved this year? What have I done this year? I mean, you know, how could I? This talking and eating at the same time business is difficult. It's either I talk or I eat. But anyway, I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I'm really reevaluating everything. As in, I'm going through a phase, should I say, not a point in my life, but I mean, I'm reevaluating a lot of things. There's a lot of things I would like to change, and I've always wanted to change, but I've been scared to change because of because of change in itself, and not knowing, you know, what the future holds and stuff like that. But sometimes I just feel like, you know, when you just want to wake up morning and say, you know, when you just want to wake up one morning and just say, F this S. Do you get what I'm coming from? I don't want to swear, but you just want to be like, F this. You guys are probably not, you're probably thinking, what the hell is she talking about? But in my head it makes sense. You gotta get the rice, yeah, the broccoli, some plantain, let them marry each other. It's delicious. The flavors that burst in your mouth. Oh yeah, so I'm filming a workout in a week. So I'm showing you guys all the workouts that I do in a week. So some of my workouts, obviously you guys know, I do at home. Sometimes I go to the gym. So I feel like it would be nice to see it from you know, both perspective, and also to see it from a mom who has kids, and you know, how do I fit my workouts in, kind of thing. So I'm hoping you guys will enjoy that video. You see, with these mukbangs, a lot of people eat like pizza, you know, they eat like, you know, food that they want to indulge in, and here I am with rice and tofu. But you know, it's delicious to me. Well, I guess it's all about perspective. I'm getting full up pretty quickly, but seeing as I'm trying to think, what can I talk about? What can I talk about? So I remembered that I thought I would share like a story time with you guys, but mine is not going to be dramatic. You know how story time goes on the YouTube. But when I was, how old was I? I'm trying to think. Oh god, how old was I think we were 18. So my friend invited me to a birthday party in South London, and I remember my mom saying, oh, you're not allowed to go, but I insisted, because you know when you're a teenager, you just want to go out and have fun, and you always feel like your parents are just ruining everything and taking all the fun away, kind of thing. Obviously they're looking out for your best interest, but you don't see it like that when you're a teenager. And my mom said no to this party. She was like, nope, you're not allowed to go. I begged her. Eventually, you know, I went. Got to the house party. Now I bet you my friend that was at the party, I don't know if she's probably watching this, got to the house party. Now, you know, everything's going fine. It was one back in those days, house parties, I don't know if they still do it now, you know. Back in those days, house parties, the room is normally dark, so they turn off all the lights, and you know, everybody dances, and you wine with whoever you want to wine with, you know. If you have friends that you dance with them. So no, I can't be talking with my mouth full. So anyway, where everybody's dancing, everything's going fine, a fight just broke out in a dark room. It was a small room I had, and the next we just heard like a taser. A guy shot a taser up. Everywhere just scattered. People ran out to the balcony. Like, can you imagine like a small balcony, and then like 100 people, or 50 people? Can you imagine a small balcony and like 50 people trying to fit in that balcony? It was the most scariest experience of my life. You know when you just think, okay, I think we're all gonna die. Like that's the motion I was going through. And the guy that I was dancing with then, he used me as a shield. So every time he heard the taser, he would hide behind me. Can you imagine? I should have known then that men are, let me not say that word, I hate the term men are trash, because you know, I have a son, I have a dad, but it's very tempting to use that statement in that kind of a scenario. So he was using me as a shield. Anyway, so the one girl that we were with, there was another girl that we were with, her and her brother. They basically so there was a group of us. How many of us? I think there was about 5-6 people that we all knew each other. So the one brother and sister, they decided to jump. The brother jumped on somebody else's balcony and told his sister to jump as well. So when his sister jumped, she landed on him and they both fell down. So obviously, can you imagine at 2 AM somebody in your balcony like banging on your window for you to let them in so they can come out? So the lady's freaked out, and it was an old lady. She's freaked out. She's like, she's calling the police, and they were begging her like, please, please, like, you know, something is going on upstairs. People were jumping from like the second floor building to the ground, trying to get out of this place. It was horrendous. People were jumping, people were screaming, people were scared. And then obviously, so when I think somebody came in and said, yeah, it's all clear, we can all go now. So as we were going out, from what I remember, a guy, I think him and another guy were having an altercation. So he must have slapped me by accident. And you know when you're so scared, I said thank you for the slap. I said thank you. He slapped me, I said thank you. I just wanted to get out of there. You know, normally a person would be like, oh, you know what, you slapping me for what? Because I was so frightened, and I knew there was there were weapons in, you know, in the building. I just wanted to get out of there as safely as possible. To cut the long story short, by the time we finally got let out, as in like, you know, everything was clear. If you see the way people were running, people were jumping, like they were hopping, they were jumping from people took off their shoes and ran. It was such a, looking now, it's a very funny memory, but in that time I was scared for my life, and I said to myself that I would never go to another house party again. The guy that used me as a shield, I used to have like a really big crush on him, and I even let him use me as a shield, you know, when you're that age. You're very, but anyway, it was a fun experience. Being a teenager was hard, but it also had its ups. I would say as a teenager I had more up days than down days, as in like friendship wise, and you know, like I told you guys before, like college was amazing for me, and there was always laughter. So even if you did feel down, it didn't last that long. Things started changing when I hit university and just fell in horrible love, should I say, horrible love. Like, it's probably the worst heartbreak. I don't think any heartbreak can top that heartbreak. Oh God, as they say, you live and you learn. I saw this thing on Twitter today saying that this is definitely, it was written in, I think it's a Nigerian article somewhere in Nigeria, but apparently if you wear like a, they're called anklets, right? You know, when you wear the bracelets around your ankles, anklets, yeah. If you wear a chain around your ankles, it means you're inviting other men. So say for example you're married, it means you've given permission. It means your husband has given you permission, or you've given permission for other men to sleep with you by wearing something like that. I'm like, what is wrong with our culture? I love my culture, don't get me wrong, but there's so many things that could be changed. So many things. Something that's meant to be a fashion statement has been like categorized under such a big, you know, the way our culture works is that there's so many things that are wrong that you shouldn't be doing. You know, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. But the people that are saying that you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that are probably doing 10 times what they're probably doing it times 10. But they're so quick to point the finger and say you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. So that's why I think it's very, very important to just live your life and be true to yourself, because you're never ever going to satisfy everyone. You just life is too short. As long as you're not, I also read another thing about a girl. The funny thing is I don't watch the news because, you know, I think I've mentioned this before, but I don't watch the news. But news always has a way of finding itself to you. So a 26-year-old woman had a stroke because apparently it was due to stress, according to the article. And it's mad what stress can do to your body, but we don't think about it. Like, even though I'm somebody that works out, I'm a fitness person, I stress out a lot. I do stress out. Like, I'm always worried about the future. Like, you know, I'm always worried, like always constantly ticking about the future. Like, for example, last night I was very, very tired yesterday, but last night I got to bed and you know when you're thinking, yeah, when I get to bed I'm gonna go straight to bed. Like, I've been telling myself that this week, you know, by 10 p.m. try and get in bed and sleep at 10 p.m. Look, it's 9:30 and I'm recording this video now, so by the time I finish and edit and everything, I know I'm not going to bed at 10 p.m. But it's just, but then during the day, like at around 2 p.m. I am absolutely knackered, as in drifting off. Like, I took little madam to arts and crafts today, and we played for a little bit, and then when she was playing by herself, I just put my head on the wall and I dozed off. And then what made me wake up was that, you know, when your head starts falling, and I was like, oh my god, I actually fell asleep. But as I was saying, what was I saying? What led me to that? Yeah, so when you worry a lot and you have a lot of stress, it's hard to fall asleep sometimes. So I think I went to bed yesterday around like 2 a.m, like 1, 2 is when I typically drift off, and then I have to get up at 6 to get the kids ready. So when I woke up this morning, it felt like I had just been sleeping for like 10 minutes. You know when you wake up and you're thinking, no, the alarm didn't just go off because I just set the alarm? That's the way I felt this morning. I woke up and I thought, no, it's not the morning time. This alarm must be a mistake. And it turns out the alarm wasn't a mistake, and it was time to get up. But that's what stress does. And the funny thing is, stress doesn't help anything. Stressing over something doesn't change anything. But I don't know why we do that to ourselves. Like, you're stressing over something, but the problem is still there unless you actually actively decide to do something about it. But here I am anyway, stressing over, yeah, over dumb stuff that I probably don't need to be stressing over. Like, life should be so, life is what you make it, as they say, right? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm full up. By the way, this part, you see this here, this one is just for decoration so that the video can look spicy. This is for tomorrow, but I wanted it to look, you know. And the thing with when you make any type of curry dish, it always tastes so much better the next day. So I'm looking forward to eating this tomorrow, even though it's still very nice now, but I'm looking forward to eating this tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I hope you guys enjoyed my previous video with my friend Shoma. We're gonna probably, me and Shoma need to do a mukbang. If you guys have any questions you want to ask us, let me know, and I'll bear it in mind for our next video together. I feel like I need a getaway. Like, I need a weekend to myself, as in, like, stand up, pack your bags, go Friday and come back Sunday. I need that. I need to breathe. I feel like I need that so I can recharge and then come back and start again. Do you know where I'm from? I feel like I need a recharge. I know I need a recharge. That week that I told you guys about, out of that 7 days, I probably cried 5 times. Ask me what's wrong. Please, somebody ask me what is wrong. I probably do. I know. The funny thing is, I'm talking like I don't know what is wrong. I know what's wrong, but I feel like I'm not at the stage where I can share that yet. Oh, who's that? Oh my god, look who's awake. Kelly, you need to go back to bed. Little madam decided to wake up. Maybe she was dreaming about something, I don't know, but she decided to wake up. Oh, my food has gone cold now, but I tried. As I eat my last plantain, I think listening to your heart is one of the hardest things to do as a human being. It's so hard. Thank you very much for eating with me. I hope you was eating when you was watching it. And like I said, my next video will hopefully be a full week of workout. And I know my topic has probably been all over the place. I'm gonna edit this and see how it comes out. Like, I feel like I've spoken about so many different random things, but we'll put it together. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.